The Konosuba Fantastic Days X reincarnated as a slime livestream just happened, of course in Japanese. So I'm here to give you a quick rundown about everything that happened, about all the new information about the new units and if they're potentially good or not, and just whatever else happened. If you missed the live stream, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one, because they're really fun to watch, because I think it's cool to actually see the voice actors in action, talking around, having fun, stuff like that. I'm always there to give you a translation for that. So yeah, let's get right into this. First up, quick shout out to the unofficial Discord here. It's a really cool place to just chill while the live stream is happening, because we like to discuss stuff there, post images with like funny expressions there of the people. So for example, in the live stream we actually had Dark Santa Jun, aka the voice actor of Kazuma. We had the voice actor of Rimuru Tempest, and we had the voice actor of Shion, I think. Shuna, sorry, I think it's Shuna. So yeah, it was cool to see them in action. And of course we had the Weetree campaign that we completely smashed. So we get the rewards there, aka quartz and 5 pull tickets. Then DevCon came in with some new information. And the first is the new event info, and yes, as you can clearly see, we will be getting a new collaboration Aqua. Best Friends Aqua. Quick story here about the event. So in the event, they of course got transported to Kazuma's world. They meet there. They learned that they are monsters, and Aqua's like, I'm a goddess, I can't be friends with monsters, I need to fight them. Kazuma's like, hey, stop it. Later he even was to Rimuru like, yo Rimuru, please don't even tell them that you are Demon Lord, otherwise Aqua would probably freak out. Rimuru also actually asked Raphael, so his skill, about Aqua, and he researched and said, yeah, she is actually a goddess, so he should know that she's a goddess, which is kind of funny. And then later also informed her that in her body there's a lot of Shuva. So to get Aqua to like them, when they got back to the mansion, they first gave Aqua, you know, some comfy clothes to chill. Then they also gave her some drinks, and Aqua suddenly, oh yeah, they're so great, we're not best friends, that's cool. So really fitting unit for the whole story. But I need to also address the sad part. Shin sees a welfare, her kit is kinda bad. First up, it's a new Dark Aqua, so only the second Dark Aqua that we have. But normal basic, physical attack, passive trait, nothing too crazy. AOE skill that scales with HP for up to 121% damage, and a fixed heal for 5 seconds, aka only 2 instances of healing, so not that great. Second skill is a random hit with 195% damage. The damage part is not too bad, 195 is decent, but there's no other effect, so she's pretty much just there for heal. Her ultis are not great, and with that her other dark unit is still better. But, you know, the outfit and the art is great. Then some more information that we've gotten. The new boss will be Millum. That can potentially leak about some characters that are coming, right? And then we got the big drop. The overview of the event. So we start, of course, with the first part of the event. Blessing on this reincarnated slime. The story of being a demon lord when we became friends. Starts on Friday. For Japanese time, but also for me, so expect a summon stream on Friday, because I want to try to grab all of the collab units again. The first event lasts until 22nd of December. And with that we also get our part 1 summons banner with, by the way, ignore what the text says, it's a little bit confusing, but pretty much says we get Rimuru, Shion, and Megumin in a costume in this first banner. Then after that the second event starts on December 23rd, so right before Christmas. In that we actually get another 4-star Cabbage picker Rimuru, and in the second part there should be Millim and Shuna as the pick up units. And that's right, we already spawned area unit, but before we actually check out the video, quick info, we have here the image of the Cabbage picker Rimuru. We don't know yet what his kit is and what he does, but either way it's a 2 welfare 4-stars, that's great, I'm happy with that, and either way at least he can be a decent sub for Rimuru, because, well, we'll see what his kit does in a second, but first, let's take a quick look at the beautiful, beautiful intro trailer, shall we?
Rimuru様、異世界では何が起きるかわかりません。私のそばを離れないでください。 リムル様のお世話係は誰が何と言おうとこの私です。
どんな世界にいようと私はリムル様のおそばにいます。これがオーガの力です。私は唯一のドラゴノイドにして魔王ミリムナーバなのだ。魔王の力見せてやろう。我らクリムゾンデストロイヤー、決まりましたねミリム。我は魔王メグミン。
Here we have it. These are the 5 new characters for the collaboration. We have Rimuru, Shion, Shuna, Millum, and Megumin in Millim's outfit. To be honest, I think the cast is pretty decent. We get 4 new characters and all of them are pullable, which is great for their power. I'm just not really happy with the Megumin because over the last 4 collabs we had 3 Megumins, both Mushoku Tensei, Hari, and now here. The one collab that didn't have a Megumin was the ReZero Part 2 collab. First and foremost because we already had a Megumin there, and second of all there were literally 0 custom collabs in there. I think, for example, with Shion, a Darkness would have been a great fit. With Rimuru, Kazuma would have been a great fit as well, not gonna lie. Even just Gabiru Kazuma would be great, because if you didn't know that, Jun Fukushima, the voice actor of Kazuma, also voiced Gabiru in the Japanese version, so that would be a cool reference that sadly was missed. So yeah, I think too much collab Megumins. I would love other characters, but it is what it is. So let's just go back to the Discord and check out what these units can do. Actually go to the Discord because not only we have the full artworks here, we also have the translated skills there. But first up, let's take a quick look at the artworks again. First artwork again, Rimuru and Aqua side by side, best friends now. I think that's pretty cool detail, especially reference with the story. Then we have her, Shion, with Darkness in the background. Like, come on. You know what you're doing. Why not collab, dude? So sad. In the background, we also see Ranga, which is also a hint because we will actually get him as our assist of the event. And a small detail there is also that you see Rimuru with Megumin's hat and staff, and that's actually also a small reference to the Slime Isekai mobile game that existed. Already had a collaboration with Konosuba, where we actually got a Rimuru in Megumin's outfit, and also an Aqua with us, Shuna's outfit. So I'm really happy we don't just got the same collabs in this game and actually got Aqua with Rimuru's outfit, because not gonna lie, I think that's the better fit. Might be biased, but I think that's the better fit. Here we can actually see Shuna healing everything around her and Wiz really not enjoying it, and Kazuma being surprised on how good she is and what she can do. That's kind of funny. Here we just see her side by side with Megumin and just how strong she is by just literally smashing the ground. And then we have the Megumin Millim dual artwork for Megumin. Just showing they are best friends, also kind of funny. Megumin has her pet Shimosuke and Millum kind of has a pet Rimuru there, so funny symmetric details there. I really like that. So yeah, first banner will of course start on Friday and will last until the end of the year, which is kind of sad because that means I won't be able to get the second monthly quartz for January to pull in this banner. So I hope that I get lucky again. Follow me for the summon session on Friday. You don't want to miss that. Again, here the Rimuru on Ranga with Megumin outfit. I think it's a really cool detail. Just skipping through the text in this because we actually got a video with the skills of the unit. And we are going to watch that right now by me skipping before. So we actually have the proper timestamp. There we start, I think, roughly. Probably one more back. Let's mute the audio here so we can see. Now basic skill, thunder skill, also physical damage, and a triple hit skill. We go to the details in a second after the video. Here's his ulti animation. I think it's really cool. I love that move in the anime. I think it's really well made. And fits great with his character. We also can see his demon wings, which I really like. Then of course Shuna, she's a magical unit based on the basic attack and her skills. Single target skill that apparently heals her. And then an AoE skill. Here's her ulti. Looks really cute, yeah. Look really cute. Love that. Next one, Shion. Swings her big sword. She's also a dark unit, based on the look. That was a crit, not sure if that is guaranteed or not. Another skill. And her ulti. I think that's lamest ulti all of them, because it's literally just a punch, a strike with a sword. Nothing too crazy. Then we have Millum. She's a physical unit with a fire basic. Really glad to see that. So all collab units actually have elemental basics. That's great. Another single target skill. And then we have her ulti, which she sadly didn't pull out her wings. I'm kind of sad about it, but we get a somewhat Kamehameha style ulti that looks pretty good. I like that. And here we can see assist Ranga. It comes in, has 2 uses apparently, and also deals AoE dark damage to help with the wave clear. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, now that you saw the skills in action, let's take a more detailed look in the Discord what they can do. First up, we start, of course, with Rimuru Tempest. If you don't believe my translations, here's the official screenshot from the stream, so you can just translate it there. But Awaken Demon Lord Rimuru Tempest. Leave it to me. Dark physical damage to 1 enemy. Black lightning. Single target skill that deals bonus damage when HP is 70% above, up to 205% damage, and slightly increased damage due to weak point EX. So yeah, here's a 12 seconds tier 1 EX Rash Red skill, which is really great to have. Automatic battle state is a 3 times random hit, dark physical for 148% damage. So all in all, it's like a close to 450% damaging skill that also increases his own dark attribute damage by tier 1, I would assume. Again, EX, so these buffs can coexist with other buffs, which is really great for the people who don't know what EX buffs are. Then he has a special skill, Divine Anger, where he unleashes his ultimate attack, the raining of the slime drops, raindrops, not sure what it really is. And it deals dark physical damage to all enemies and has an extremely high chance of causing reversion, so echo effect. If you don't know what that is, I recommend out checking the encyclopedia. But TLDR, every 5 seconds deals 70% of the original damage. In that case 2 times, because the buff lasts for 12 seconds and has with that 2-5 intervals for dealing damage. His passive is dark attribute damage up, so that's great for him, and it also potentially allows Kazuma or other dark units to be a great sub for him. That's really cool. Then before we talk about her, let's go to the other dark unit that we're getting. Shion. Screw it down, dark physical attack to 1 enemy. This is the end, 122 or 158 when HP 70% or above, physical damage to 1 enemy, and moderately increase agility of all allies by 10 seconds. So we get another tier 2 speed boost unit, which potentially means rip both Collab Chris and 3rd Anniversary Aqua, our 2 other dark speed boost units, because she is the dark ulti with that is probably preferred all the time. Next skill, Demon Sword Gun. Not sure if that is the real name, but I still think it's a funny name and it fits. 130 dark physical damage to all enemies and medium increase a special gil gauge of all allies. Gauge up, pretty much. Nothing of guaranteed crit here, so I think the video was just lucky with getting crits. And now the special skill is Decapitation Demon Blade. Decapitation Demon Blade, sorry. It's actually just really small for me. 63 dark physical damage to 1 enemy and medium increased dark damage to all allies for 12 seconds and a small charge time reduction. So a small charge time reduction was also in Rimuru on the second part, if you remember correctly. I'm not 100% sure if that just means they lower their own skill cooldown reduction, but I actually think that just means these 2 ultis both don't need that much gauge to actually be used, which works great with her gauge up skill and makes it a really strong team that can potentially spam a lot of dark ultis. And she also works really well with Rimuru because tier 2 speed boost, and she also gets a tier 2 dark damage boost that can coexist with Rimuru's tier 1 dark damage boost EX, because you know it's an EX buff. And with that, Rimuru already has an EX buff, a normal dark damage boost, and can just use that to spam ulti damage with his echo effect on her ulti. So that seems to be a really, really strong combo for Dark physical arenas. I'm not really sure if it will be AoE or physical based on her kit. Probably more single target, but I also think they can work in an AoE environment. Then let's go to Shuna, our demon race princess. I'll make it easy for you. 130% fire magical damage as expected. Send off coma, 147 fire damage that scales up to 194 when above 70% HP, and increase damage caused by weak point EX for 12 seconds. So another EX Reshred unit. You see, fire is getting really stacked because we have a lot of great fire units out there. So we'll see how that one works out and who fits with them into the team. Second skill, Phantom Flame Barrier, 104 fire magic damage to all enemies, up to 130 if 70% or above HP, and a medium cut to wind damage for all allies for 12 seconds. So she, so far in skills, is fine. Damage cut in the EX Reshred is not bad, but not too great either. But everything changes with her ulti. Let's take a look. Anti-Demonic Barrier, 144 fire magic damage to all enemies, and medium increase to agility of all allies for 12 seconds, and small increase to fire attribute damage for 12 seconds, and slightly recover regular intervals for 10 seconds. So not only does the ulti deal damage, not too much, but that's fine with what other stuff she does. Tier 2 speed boost, Tier 1 fire damage boost for your whole team, I would assume, and last but not least, 2 small healing intervals. So yeah, she actually has a heal on her ulti. Will be really interesting to see, but then again, since she also has a damage block, I think the small heal is completely fine enough to keep your team above HP. But yeah, I think she's strong. She's probably competing versus either Forbidden Union or Fudidodo because of speed boost / damage stuff. We actually kind of need like another unit for buffing. So it's hard making a team. Also fast Megumin also exists and stuff like that. It's really, really interesting to see what fire will end up with. And not only that, we also get another fire unit, of course, Millum. Trident of Destruction Millum. It's fun, physical damage to one enemy, 130%. Again, it's great that it's physical, neutral, basic. Not neutral, but fire basic. That's great. Don't get in the way. 101 or 126 physical damage when the enemies when you're above 70% HP, and increase damage caused by weak point for 10 seconds. So there's our normal Reshred skill. Fire gets even more stacked. It's getting really, really tense. Do you want to play 164 or 290% physical damage to the enemy if you are above 70% HP, and shorten skill charge time for all allies? So not sure how big it is. It will really depend on that. If it's 4 seconds, it's fine. If it's 6 seconds, that would be great. That would be amazing to have. And also her ulti is really, really good. Real say Diffusion Explosion. So the Megumin reference kind of makes sense, I guess. 282 fire physical damage to all enemies, and large increase to physical attack and magical attack for all allies for 12 seconds, and small increase in own physical damage EX for 12 seconds. So again, team buffing plus some kind of self buff with CDR, with Reshred. That's a really good fire unit. So I really expect that the next fire arena is hybrid based on that, and you probably want to use both Millim and Shuna. So the first slot would be really interesting what to use there, since you already have speed boost, you already have Reshred, you already have EX Reshred, you have buffs and everything like that. I think Forbidden Union could maybe fit in there, but also so could Fast Comico. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, really, really strong set of characters. Last but not least, we have Megumin. I'm not gonna lie, I think she's the worst character out of all. First, of course, she has a neutral basic. That's fine, I guess. She doesn't need a fire basic, but that's not too crazy. Dark Potion Plus, so she's a dark unit in part 1 banner, of course. So maybe she fits in the dark team. Let's take a look. Deals 98 or 121 when HP 70% above dark damage to all enemies, and increased damage caused by weak points for 10 seconds. So she has a normal Reshred skill. Yes, that's somewhat usable, but we already have Megumins that can do that. And for that, I think damage multiplier is actually rather low. And that also means you can't use those skills on the waves for the wave clear. So will potentially be a little harder to use her because you need to keep that skill for the final wave. So you only have your second skill for wave clear and getting gauge up so you can ult ASAP. And that is Chaos Potion Plus. Randomly deals 175 dark magic damage to an enemy twice and reduces skill charge time for all allies. So what that means for me, this is a Megumin that you probably want to use her second skill on wave 2 to clear the wave there. Then on wave 3 you want to use Rash Red right before you ult and then ulti. So first up, it's really interesting to see with, for example, Shion and Rimuru as the other two units. Will like Rimuru and Shion skills be enough to give her enough gauge up with the second wave clear to actually be able to insta ult? Or do you need more? Like how well can you fit her in? And I'm not sold on this. I'm not sold. Even then, you max reduce the skill charge time for 2 skills max. That's all you can do with that. And it really comes down to how much CDR that is, but I don't think she's too great. The only good thing about her that I give her is her passive. Attack power when attacking with special skills and rate of increase in special skill gauge up increase. So not only will we have another gauge up support, which is great to have, it also will increase the ult damage. So ult damage plus gauge up might be a great combo for some units. With that, she also in theory works for both physical and magical teams. And she would be a great sub for every other Megumin that want to use Explosion or Ray Gun to just boost the damage even more. Or of course collab units that can use that Megumin as a sub. Which luckily actually some units can. But before we talk about that, let's just continue with the other stuff. We have of course a new currency. We have the Rimuru coins that we can use to exchange different weapons and Ranga as our assist. We have of course Rimuru's sword, we have Shuna's fan, we have Shion's sword, we have Millum's glove, so I'm not really sure what kind of weapon that is. I actually expect Shuna to be probably healing stuff maybe. Millum maybe dagger, and we also get Rimuru's mask as an accessory, and of course Ranga as our assist. And here we have the info of which character works with which. So Rimuru will get bonus sub stats from Aqua and Kazuma, which is, I think, great. Like, you have Fast Aqua, which would be a great sub for him, I think. And Kazuma, Einzelgon Kazuma, could be a really good sub for him. Shuna gets Cecily and Amy. Amy's a really interesting choice here, but I think with Cecily, you already have some pretty decent subs. Worst case, you can use Amy, I guess. We'll see how that one works out. Then Shion will have Darkness and Claire. That's also really interesting as their subs. And then last but not least, Millim will have Megumin and Iris as her subs. And you know, that new Megumin or a Millum might be a really good sub. And then of course we also have Fast Iris, we have Fantasy Fast Iris, and we have Forbidden Megumin, we have Fast, like there are a lot of good subs for Millum. So I'm a little bit worried about Shuna subs, but we'll see how it goes, I guess. We of course get a new Bond food. That is a cute little crab in a bowl with rice, I would assume, that they love. That's great. We will get a new side quest that will be Daily Explosion with Millim. I'm not sure what the drops are. There's no information on text here what you can actually get. Just different text, and depending on that, you get different scores, stuff like that. I really hope we actually get quartz out of this, but since it's a daily thing and we already have some other daily logging campaigns that we talk about in a second, I don't think this is will have too crazy rewards. Probably like maybe 300 to 100 quartz again. I'm also not sure if they will replace the normal daily explosion or not. We'll see. Then we have Melon, Muscle Melon, or Mask Melon, whatever you want to call him, in Fame Quest. This is a limited time Fame Quest that will have increased 3-star Fame Trace drop rate for our collab units and of course Aqua and Megumin. So a great way to Fame Quest your new units directly. I'm not really sure if we actually get drops to craft him as an assist. That would be really, really cool. I think having him as assist would be great, but there's no information in here if we actually get him or not. So we'll see that. Then when a collaboration drops, we will get 3,000 quartz. That's really, really great. But yeah, it's fine. Then we have, of course, our daily login that gives us between 5 and 50 pulls. I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, last collab I actually got one of the collab units out of that, so I'm not complaining about it. I just hope I get lucky again like that, because most of the times you really just get 5 or maybe 10 pulls. The 20 and even 13, 50 are like ridiculously low. But hey, maybe it changed. Maybe I get lucky this time. We will get new panel missions, of course, one for each new collab unit that will give us bond food, and collab shards and fame potions. Besides that, we also have one for Aqua, and so total we just get a lot of bond food, skill potions, collab shards, fame potions, Aqua bond food, normal meat, and just materials to upgrade our characters. So that's really good for new people. I think this is a new login campaign for part 1, where we also just get more collab shards and bond food. That's great. Now we talk about the banners, or like the special banners. First up, we have our collab guaranteed recruit. So this is a multi that you do with 1 4-star guarantee that can be a collab unit, but it's not guaranteed. With that, you get a ticket, and with that ticket, you get one of the collab units. This can be both part 1 and part 2. So if you get lucky, you can maybe be already done in part 1. All global people already know this ticket now with, I think we just had it recently in global, so you should know that. Second one will be 10 4-star guaranteed. That has all the new units in there. So might be something that I actually do. We'll see. I need to check out the other banners and the odds and everything like that. But, you know, for people who miss some limited units, this is great. Again, look at the bottom line. We have people like Single Kazuma from 1st Anni, 2nd Anni, or 2.5 Anni Aqua, 3rd Anni Darkness, and even some limited in there. So there's a chance you can get most of the current roster in here. That's really, really great. And then we have a selection banner where we can actually see Megumin, Rimuru, and Shuna. So I'm not really sure if the part 2 units are in here or not. Well, Millum is normally part 1, so we'll see how it is. Right, Millim and Shuna. Are Millim and Shuna part 1? I'm not sure, but like, we'll see how that banner is. That might be potentially good. I'm not sure. We'll see. We will have some campaigns going on Twitter that will give you 1,000 quartz, and one random person will get a signed paper from the voice actors of the Slime series. That's really cool. Another retweet campaign with another signed paper and 1 4-star ticket. So that's really cool. And then we also got some information about the upcoming 3rd anniversary. This will be another live stream. With that, I mean, there will be a venue where people that are currently in Japan can go to. They can get a ticket through a lottery, and then there will be a live event where some voice actors will be, where they do a live reading, where they do a quiz and stuff like that, and you can also get some really cool goods, where I'm really jealous about. So here is some information about what is going to happen. Talk show with the voice actor guests, live reading play of a newly written story for this event only, and konofan 3rd anniversary quiz. To get those, you actually need, again, to fill out a form that you get luckily drawn, that you can do it. Here are actually the people who will be in here. We have, of course, Kazuma's voice actor, we have Darkness's voice actor, Are, and Komiko's voice actor, which is really, really cool. I actually saw her live. That's I still can't believe it. She was at Animagic as Kana's voice actor, so it was really, really cool to see her. And of course, our boy MC-kun will be here as well. Then some other information with like, oh yeah, some more Konosuba stuff coming out. The 3rd volume of either the manga or the light novel is also coming out in JP. So that's really, really cool for the people who don't have that. And I think that should be everything. Let me just go quickly to Twitter to double check that we talked about everything. So yeah, a recap is, first event will start on Friday with a Welfare Aqua. Millen will be the boss. There will also be a secret boss. I completely forgot that. Yeah, there will be a secret boss, I think, or like a secret boss stage for Millum. Not sure if there will be a ranking or anything like that. The moment I know that, I will keep you up to date. We have part 1 and part 2. Part 2 starts on December 23rd. This is the part 1 banner with Rimuru's, Shion's, and Shuna's and Shion skills. Sorry, I always mix the names up. Millim and, of course, Megumin somewhere. They didn't even post it, Lamau. Then we have, of course, the side quest with Megumin and Millum Explosion. Yeah, we get double drop campaigns, double EXP campaigns, stuff like that. I'm not sure what the P thing is. I really don't know what that is. I don't know, sorry. I mean, let me just translate here. Maybe German text makes sense. Event quest P. Maybe just double event quest drop crates for the special tickets or so, I don't know. Again, main quest stage with Melon, login bonus 3000 quartz and daily roulette. 1 4-star guaranteed plus collab ticket, 10 4-star guaranteed, selection polls, Twitter campaigns for free cheat stuff, join the lottery to get the tickets in there to meet these people's live. It will be in a Lumio stage, and there's another QR code. And yeah, that's pretty much it. One last info that they don't post and I don't have a screenshot is that we actually get another live stream in roughly a month. So in January there will be another live stream. We are actually double checking Discord. I think I wrote it there. January 26th will be the next live stream. So pretty much 1 month before the collaboration starts. So I'm really curious about for what it will be, because I expect the beginning of January we'll probably get some new units. So maybe live stream for Valentine's, I guess. That's like the only idea I have for limited units in that run of time. We'll see. And yeah, that should be everything for the summary. I hope you enjoyed. Again, make a reminder for Friday, because I'll be doing my summons there live, both on here, youtube.com/@katsumagaming, and on Twitch, twitch.tv/katsumagaming. So I hope this helped you out. I hope to see you all there, and see you all in the next one. Bye!
だから一緒に行きましょう